This is a divination reading for Scorpio for the month of June 2020. Well, Scorpio, it's not like you're really great with communication skills, and I guess that they've been becoming more and more obvious. You really don't like to communicate. And when you do, it doesn't always come out in a manner, or shall we say, it kind of stings, like the scorpion does with its tail. It's not always pleasant. You have not learned the fine art of saying what you mean, meaning what you say, and most importantly, not saying it mean. Yes, that's a biggie, especially in dealing with relationships, because communication in relationships, if you are not being inspirational, if they are not being inspirational to you, well, there's going to be some challenges. So, how are you going to handle it? Well, maybe those relationships are karmic lessons that you still haven't learned because you don't recognize those red flags. You do not open up your mouth and say what is on your mind until it has festered past the point of no return. So, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. And there again, as we are coming to deal with our illnesses, our health, if we don't stay healthy, we tend to get illnesses. And a lot of our illnesses tend to come from that outside manifesting illness within, because we do not open our mouths and speak up. That is a very important lesson, my dear Scorpio. Yes, we know when you want to speak up, something happens, and the opportune time passes you by. But we can't let it pass you by any longer. It's a need to speak up. And it's a need to speak up. When you feel it in your gut, it's just learning not to say it so harshly. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. So, doing that and learning how to communicate, whether you are reading a book, the self-help book for communication skills. They might even have a communication for dummies. Not saying that you are a dummy by any means, because we know that is far from the truth. Just when you start to speak up, an interruption comes. Do you internalize it? Or do you write it down? Do you write it down and look at how important it was for your words to be said, for your words to be heard? If you think of and know of then maybe if you were to write it down and then listen to those words, you might find understanding in other people's insults from them. Maybe you are saying them harshly and didn't realize how harsh they sound when they slice, when they sting, when they hurt beyond the opportunity to take them back. Because once they're said, they're said. But once they're said, and you can start healing yourself within. It's just how you're saying them. So look into the self-help, what is available out there, whether it is book, whether it is by audio. Carolyn Mace and Marianne Williamson are two very inspirational women who have inspired me, and hopefully they could inspire you to live more to your true self, and that is by speaking up. So those distractions are always going to come along. There is no doubt. There might be perfect timing, but timing might be perfect when you take it. So learn to communicate. Say what you mean what you say, don't say it mean, and all will be well in the neighborhood. So it's a good bit of balancing that you have in your inner home and also in your outer world. So it looks like it's building up, coming out into the world, coming out of that burrow that you tend to keep yourself in, or is that under a rock? I guess better under a rock than between a rock and a hard spot. Well, as those interruptions go, you have a blessed June, Scorpio.